I feel like a lot of people don't talk about the mental aspect of starting a business. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. First off, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who have subscribed to my account. I'm so happy to have you here. Today, I wanted to get into talking about what it's like starting your own business, because I feel like social media really glamorizes starting your own business, but they don't really talk about all the things that go behind starting your own business and how challenging it can really be. So you guys seem to really be liking my sit down and talking about life and manifestation and achieving your goals and stuff like that. So I figured I'd keep going with these sit down videos, because if that's what you guys like to see, then I want to, keep creating content that you guys like to watch and also helps you in the long run. Recently, back in September, the end of September, I started my own beauty business. It's called Beauty Bar by Jenna, and for those of you who haven't been watching my channel, it is makeup artistry, brow laminations, and lash lifts at the moment. I was offering lash extensions, but I decided to narrow down and niche my focus a little bit more on more lifting services and then makeup application. There are a lot of things that go into starting a business. It's not all just, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start a business like everybody shows you online. You're not going to have more time on your hands from leaving your 9 to 5. You're going to have less time on your hands when you leave your 9 to 5 or whatever job you have. First, I want to talk about expenses. I had left my job and wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do right after. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. When I had first quit my job, I was just trying to get back on my feet and figure out what it really was that I wanted to do. And I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know how to go through with it. So I was already signed up for a course with Lana Lashes in Miami to take a lash extension course, and I went down there for a few days to take that course, and then I came back, and when I came back, I had an opportunity present itself where I could own my own suite. Basically, I would rent it out, so I went ahead and I signed a 6-month lease. I loved the place, the people were so nice, and I kind of just had a week to get everything in there before my payments on my lease started. So everything started happening so quickly, and I don't think I was really prepared to start that fast after leaving my job. I don't even think it was a full month yet after I left my job that I was already in my lead. There's a lot to take in, and I'm starting this business from scratch. No clients, no nothing. So it's definitely been a challenge so far. So I want to talk about expenses. You are going to spend a lot of money in the beginning, and you're going to lose a lot of money in the beginning. I luckily have saved up for this moment in my life because I knew there was going to come a time where I wanted to open a business. I just didn't know what. But even with saving, it is really hard to really figure out what you're going to need, because things keep coming up here and there. You need to do things with your daily life in general, and you're going to need to buy stuff that you didn't really think about in the beginning. There's so many little things, like you need garbage bags, paper towels, and something to clean the floors and cleaning the sink. And for me, it's a beauty business that I have. For some people, it's an online store like a Shopify store where you need to buy inventory. I also need to buy inventory, and those things add up very quickly, let me tell you, because I do recommend getting a business credit card and an EIN number and all that set up before you go and start your business. And then also you're going to want to get an LLC. You can do it through LegalZoom or get a lawyer to do it, but definitely have all those things set up. If you are going into the beauty industry, make sure you have your own personal insurance. I can give you mine if you guys want. The place I use for insurance is really good price, and they cover a lot. So if you guys are interested, just leave a comment down below and I can give you the information for that. But yeah, there are so many little things that you don't realize that you have to spend money on. You are going to invest a lot of money. I don't consider it really losing money, I guess. It would be more of investing a lot of money into this business. No matter what it is, if you're starting a clothing brand or a beauty business, or you are selling some other kind of inventory, whatever it is, you are going to spend a good amount of money. You're going to invest a good amount of money in your business because you want it to be good, of course, but just expect to spend a lot of money. I feel like everybody's always like, how you can start with no money, or how you can start. It's not true. Even if you want to start a digital thing, it's going to cost you time, and it is going to cost you some resources in some way, shape, or form. But nobody ever tells you that it's going to cost something. If you guys are in the beauty industry like I am, and you want to find some resources to help you with your expenses, as in like things that you're going to need for your business that aren't super expensive, I have all my stuff in my Amazon storefront. So if you need anything, I tried to do some research and find things that are a lot cheaper. Amazon was really convenient for me when starting my business. I ended up spending a good chunk of money just decorating the place and getting all the supplies that I needed. Decoration like comes into play too with spending money, because I like things to be aesthetic, and I wanted my place. I had a certain vision for my place with my Pinterest board, and I feel like it came out really nice. I'm gonna put a clip up here of what it looks like inside my little suite. And not to mention, rent is expensive too, and it comes up quickly, especially if you don't have a lot of clients in the beginning, because there are going to be people who tell you like they're going to come to your place and they're going to support you, and then they don't end up coming at all. And that's okay. Not everybody needs to come and support. There are other ways to support somebody, like by posting about their place, or giving them a shout out on social media, sharing their content. Things like that are all good ways of supporting your friends, family members, whoever it is. I think if you can do at least that, you're being supportive to that person. Hand out their business cards to people. Like, it doesn't always have to be you have to go and get a service done or buy the product. That if you guys own something that you sell product, you might not necessarily have to buy the product, but post about it maybe, or get the word out there and tell people about it. That's all ways of supporting somebody's business without even spending any money, So there are ways to support your friends and your families without spending the money. I feel like that's another thing that I want to talk about, is that people are not going to support you as much as you think that they would have. So when you go to start your own business, you'll see who's really supportive of you and who's not. I feel like you learn a lot in the process of starting your own business. I'm not going to talk too much about that, because I feel like you'll go through your own experiences when it comes to that. And trust me, it does happen. Even, starting your social media, like if you're I know a lot of my subscribers are people who also want to create content and stuff like that. So if you guys are starting to post more often and starting to act like an influencer and stuff, you might start seeing people not really like your posts anymore, and they might talk about you and stuff like that. And who cares? Like, you need to be strong enough to do what you want to do without giving a what about what anybody else says or thinks, because that is what's going to hold you back. Fear of what people think about you and fear of failure is what's going to hold you back. So you can't fear failure. And I know that's like easier said than done, but if you don't try, you'll never know. And if you don't start, you'll never get to where you want to be. So I encourage you to really go for it, whatever it is and whatever business it is that you want to take on, to just go for it. Start somewhere small. I ended up starting kind of big. I thought I was going to go work for somebody doing like brow laminations. I applied to a job. Then I had seen the suite for rent, and it was so close to my home. I was like, this has to be a sign. And I did kind of try to manifest, like having my own business and like things just working out that way. And trust me, it's been challenging. I don't have as many clients as I want to. I am working on building clientele. I do have a good amount of clients right now, and I'm very happy with what I have so far and very grateful for it. But I do want to have more clientele. Of course, this is a business that I am running, and I need to make a profit as well. But it's something that I enjoy doing. I love when people see the results and they're so happy, or when they go home and they send me pictures of their new brows or their makeup from the event that they went to that I did. That just like fuels my soul. Like, I love what I do and I love this industry. I've always wanted to be in the social media and beauty industry, and I found a way to kind of do both. And I'm so grateful for that. The beginning is always going to be the hardest. You're going to deal with a lot of shit. You're going to deal with a lot of negativity, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of questioning. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about the mental aspect of starting a business. It is mentally so challenging. There are times where you're going to want to give up, where you don't even know if this is for you anymore. Do you even enjoy it anymore? Is this really what you want to do? Maybe it would have been easier if I just did something else instead. Like, you're gonna go, things, I can't talk. A million things are gonna go through your head all at the same time, because you wear all the hats in this business, right? If you own a clothing brand, you are the person reaching out to the manufacturer, you're the designer, you're the photographer, you're the content creator, you're the model. Like, you are everything. So you have to be strong mentally and physically to keep up with this type of lifestyle. I know about a week ago I was thinking about how my lease is ending, and I was deciding, am I going to renew or what to do, because I'm not where I want to be yet, but it's only been like 4.5 months since I've started this business. So I obviously can't expect to see, crazy numbers in my first 4 months of starting a business from literal scratch. Like, I literally started this business from scratch, from nothing, building this from the ground up. So it's definitely been very challenging. So I had a moment of weakness where I was like, do I even really love doing this? Is it because I'm thinking about my lease? Is it because I'm thinking about how much money I've been, investing into this business? Why am I feeling this way? And I really had to sit down and, think about it and figure out what I wanted to do. And the right choice is to make another 6-month lease and see how the business goes after a year. And after a year, I'll really be able to tell where I'm at, because in 4 months, and even by the end of 6 months when my lease is up, I still won't know how successful this business could be, and I really want to give it my all. I am getting more clients, and I really do love the work that I do, but it is really challenging because there was that moment of self-doubt that I had where I was like, should I continue doing this? Like, am I gonna make it? Like, it's really that fear of failure that you have to overcome, and just investing in yourself and in your business. Like, you have to truly believe in yourself and that you can accomplish it. And I feel like there are moments where I'm like, I don't have full belief in myself, and you really need to snap out of that. And luckily, I have somebody to talk me back into it and to reassure me. And you need to find that person for you too, who is there for you every step of the way and believes in you as well. I think it's really important to surround yourself with people who are like-minded and, do encourage you and have that positive mindset, because if you surround yourself with those people who are genuinely excited for you, proud of you, happy for you, want to help you, and want to see you succeed, and when you're in those moments of self-doubt, you'll have those people to reel you back in and be like, hey, you got this, you can do this. And then you'll be reassured and realize, like, yeah, I don't know why I was having that moment of self-doubt, which is totally normal to have those feelings, because you're starting a business, you're investing everything into this, your time, your money, yourself. There is a lot that goes into starting a business, and it's not just an overnight success. Nothing is ever an overnight success until it becomes an overnight success. And what I mean by that is, people don't see the years of work that go into something before they call it an overnight success. So people are like, oh, she blew up overnight, or oh, her business took off overnight. It's not an overnight success. I've been doing this for X amount of years, and now I'm finally gaining recognition for it. You know what I mean? So there's definitely a lot of work that goes into starting a business. There are a lot of unglamorous things when it comes to owning a business and starting a business. And there's a lot of things that, you need to know, and when it comes to like taxes, and when it comes to LLCs, and making sure all your payments are organized for whatever kind of business you have. Like, so for me, I have to make sure that I'm making my monthly payments for my appointment app and things like that. You need a booking system. If you're selling product online, you need to have like your Shopify account in order, and you need a business account, a business credit card. There's so many aspects that go into starting a business that it's really hard to actually find information online about starting a business and all the things that you really need. I feel like people kind of like tell you the general things that everybody knows, but nobody goes and dives deeper into actually how to start one, or actually all the resources that you need to start one. So I want to be that helping hand for you guys. If you have any questions, I'm in the beginning of starting my business journey, so I am still learning every single day new things, and still buying new things for my business, and discovering things in my business, dealing with challenges and complications. And there's good times and there's bad times, and there's a lot in between. So if you are starting a business and it's not going how you want it to right now, don't give up. If you need to re-strategize, but do not give up. You never know how close you are to breaking through that threshold or overcoming that obstacle, and all the blessings come in then. You never know how close you are to getting everything that you wanted. If I re-sign that lease, and then the 7th month of me going into business, I get tons of, like, I blow up on social media and I get tons of clients. Like, you never know. And if I didn't sign that lease, it would have never happened. If you were called to do it, then you need to go for it. If you cannot stop thinking about it, there's a reason that vision was placed in your head. There's a reason for it. So you have to go for it, and you have to believe and trust in yourself that it's going to work out. I'm here to help you guys. If you have any questions, definitely leave some comments down below if there's anything you want me to answer. Like I said, I am in the beginning of my journey, so I might not know all the answers, but I will try to do my best to answer any questions questions you might have when starting a business. And, you know, don't be scared of failure. Either way, even if God forbid it did fail, you at least know you tried and you'll gain the experience, and maybe down the line you can open up something else or go into another business venture, and now you have the experience from the last one, so it won't be as scary this time and you'll know what to expect. I don't want to talk about a lot of bad things because I feel like this can come off as bad, but it's not that these are bad things. They're just a lot of learning experiences and things that come with starting a business, because everyone makes it seem like it's rainbows and butterflies, but it's not. It's a lot of hard work, and you can do it. 100% you can do it, and there's a lot of good things that come with starting a business. You know, you work on for yourself, you work on your own time, you can say that this thing is mine and nobody else's. Like, I started a business. How cool is that to say that I own a business? When someone asks you, oh, what do you do for a living? I own a beauty business. Like, that is so cool. There's so many rewards that come with starting your own business. Working for yourself has to be number one. Like, nobody telling you what to do is probably the greatest thing ever, but there is a lot of hard work behind it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and like I said, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.